and welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa Power and today we have got a 45-minute class ahead of us. So, shoulders back, hands wide on the bike, let's get going. First things first, we're going to warm up. So what I want you to do is find what we call the RPM. RPM means revolutions per minute. How many times your legs are going around on the bike every 60 seconds. You'll also hear me refer to that as cadence. So right now, we're riding at 85 RPM. If you listen to the beat of the music, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, your RPM always matches your BPM. So if you don't have a screen, if you don't have a monitor, all you need to do is follow the beat. Lovely. All right. So that's the first thing I'm talking about today, RPM. We got that sorted. Second thing I want to talk about is intensity. Now that's how we are feeling. Physically, not mentally. You can be happy, you can be sad, but physically, I'm going to tell you how I want you to feel throughout the class. So right now, I want you to get your intensity to a 6 out of 10 effort. Now how do we do that? We've already got the RPM, so somewhere on your bike you'll have resistance. It might be a dial, it might be a gear stick. What I want you to do is turn that dial around or put those gears on until you feel 6 out of 10 effort, which is an easy intensity. Now we're just going to sit here for a second. We're going to start to feel a little bit warmer. Tell you a little bit about me while we're here. As I said, my name is Melissa Power. I may be new to YouTube, but I have been teaching for nearly 20 years. I've taught in pretty much every dark basement you can imagine, and I'm coming to you from my own studio called Cadence in North London. When I'm not teaching at Cadence, my other job is certifying people that want to become indoor cycling instructors. More on that a little bit later. For now, if you look at your screen, if you have one, you'll be able to see something that says watts. Your watt output, that's your measure of power. The higher that number, the harder we will be working. And I'll talk about that a little bit later on as well. For now, I just want you sitting here. We have another 20 seconds. Today's class, my friends, is a mixture of rhythm and power. The power tracks are where we do the work. That's our effort, that's our strength, those are our intervals. Our rhythm tracks, they're fun, and they're also there for active recovery. To bring our heart rate a little bit down, to rest the legs a little bit, preparing us for power. So, let's kick off with a little bit of rhythm. Now, hands at the top of the bars. First things we do, find the RPM. 76 is your RPM. Again, I want an intensity of 6 out of 10. No more than that, we're still warming up. Lovely. Now with rhythm, we have what we call a leading leg. A leading leg is the one that is naturally on the beat. Could be your right, could be your left. I don't mind, I'm easy peasy. But what I want you to do is really think about which of my legs am I landing that beat on, and then emphasize the leg. Here we go. Really think about it. Like this. Back, 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 back. Now when we have that leading leg, we can start to bring a little bit of movement in. We know that we are on the beat. So what we're going to do here, we're going to warm up our hamstrings and our glutes, otherwise known as the back of the legs and the bum cheeks. So, nice peachy bum cheeks. We're going to shift our hips back, arms go long, then back to your right position. Not too far forward, it's back, try it with me, and right. We're going to go again for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and right. And again, hips back, good. And then right, so you're transferring the power from the front of the leg to the back of the leg. And right, nice, here we go. We're going to go for a 4 count. 4, back, 4 right. 3, 2, 1, give me 4, 3, 2, 1, right. And back, chin up, eyes up. Core really nice and tight. So the body shifts back, you're not going low, back, and pause. Now what I really want you to think about the whole time is your core. So when we're riding, we want to imagine that there's almost something between here and the bars, so you don't collapse. Think about someone trying to sew your belly button to the back of your spine. Here we go, 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Breathe on every rep. Breathe in and out. At this intensity level, we can breathe through our nose, no problem. Nose problems. And right, 4 more. 4 and 3. 2, 1, take a seat. Sip of water. We are already 2 tracks in. Let's go for some power. Yes, please, Melissa. Now, we're going to increase the intensity slightly more in this track. You're ready for it. 6 out of 10 right now. 87 is your RPM. Listen to the music or look at the screen or both. So, adding on resistance until you feel that 6 out of 10. That's going to be the same as what you did for your warm-up. If you can remember that gear, that resistance level, it will be the same. Getting ready to add on enough resistance to take us to 8 out of 10. We're doing it for 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So, your RPM doesn't change, the resistance is on that. 8 out of 10 effort. Now, this is the furthest we've gone so far today. 8 out of 10 means there's lactic buildup in the legs, so they're going to start to feel a little bit stickier. You can still breathe through your nose, but it's a little bit tougher. Maybe starting to get a bit sweaty. 8 out of 10. For those of you that like science, this is known as your threshold zone. That means lactic threshold. We're starting to push into the place where the body gets a little bit uncomfortable. But we're only here for 40 seconds. Pull those legs up, knees facing forward. You are very nearly there. Last 6, 4, 3, 2. Take the resistance down, but only to 6 out of 10. Now this is what we call aerobic recovery. It's hard. You want to take more off, but we're not doing it. And we have a very quick recovery here, my friends. In 10 seconds, we're going to go back in to that 8 out of 10. Ready? Here we go. Take it back up. Should be feeling really out of breath now. I don't want you any more than 8 out of 10. This is not go as hard as you can. I will tell you the points in the class when I'm going to ask you for 10 out of 10. This is not it. And we will not do 10 out of 10 that much. It takes a huge amount of effort to ride that hard. So right now, easing the body into it. Keep the shoulders down. Elbows in. Core tight. Sit back on the saddle. Push your bars away. Lovely work. 10 seconds. Remember breathing through the nose, out through the mouth. You've got last 4, 3, 2, and drop those gears down. Shake out the shoulders. We are going back into rhythm. Take a sip of water. Right, my friends. Now, just checking with that positioning. We can sometimes get a little bit tense when we do power. So take the hands wide on the bars. Always hands wide on the bars. Reason being, it gives us a lot more stability. When we're here, it's a little bit narrower. When we're here, opening up the obliques, the side of the abs. A lot more stability equals more control, more power. But not right now, because we are doing rhythm. So, finding 88 on your cadence. 6.5 out of 10 on your intensity. Set your resistance so you're feeling 6 out of 10. What we're about to do is going to push that intensity up. The movement is going to make us feel out of breath. We're going to do some jumps. So, jumps are just standing up and sitting down. But when we do a lot of them, it gets tough. So remember, take it at your own pace. Option to stay in the saddle for this song. No pressure, you do you. The more you do this, the easier it gets. I always say it takes 3 classes before you even begin to feel familiar with the bike. Have a little look. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sit. Find your leading leg, let's go. Up, hips back, and down. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sit. Keep breathing. Up, shoulders down, drop. Lovely, and again. Up, 6, 7. Can you see I'm giving it a little bounce? That's going to really help you stay on the beat. Rhythm, we have that leading leg. 1 more. Up. Lovely. Drop it down, hold it here, breathe. Now, if when you're standing up, you cannot hold the beat, worry not. That's very, very common, and it takes practice. So my advice is do it for as long as you can, even if that's just 1 rep, 1 jump. Better to do something perfectly for a short amount of time than imperfectly for a long amount of time. I feel like that would not work that well on a t-shirt. Here we go, last set. In 4, find that leading leg. 3, 2, 1, take it away, lift. Leading leg has a bounce. Drop, hands wide. Don't move the hands on the handlebars. We want to lock them in the same space so we don't slip and so we use our core. Drop, keep breathing. Chin up, eyes up, never looking down. Little life lesson for us all there. Take it up. And drop. Give me 1 more. Lift. And drop, sip of water. Shake it up. Cheers. Here we go. We are into power. So, shorter intervals, more intense. 64 is your cadence, that's 5 there. Now this is a low RPM. And I'm looking for 7 out of 10 on your intensity. So this means you will need a resistance higher, pretty much than anything we've done so far. The low cadence means to find 7 out of 10 on the intensity, we're going to need a high resistance, a high gear. We're going to take it to 9 out of 10 for 30 seconds. Simple as that. We ready? Take it up. 9 out of 10 effort is hard. Breathing through the mouth, really driving that body weight. I want you to pull your feet up and push them down. There's no leading leg here. Equal power in both legs. Last 8 counts. Then we get a rest, but only at 7 out of 10. We're ramping it up now, team. 3, 2, drop that resistance, but only where you started. Later on in the class, we'll be going for easier recoveries. For now, whilst you're fresh, I'm looking for this aerobic recovery. When we recover at higher intensities, it's that what increases your fitness. Really is. Ready? Same again, 30 seconds. 3, 2, resistance up, 9 out of 10, take it away. Hips back, protecting the knees. We never want to ride forward like this. If it's too much standing up, take a seat. That's absolutely fine. When you're out the saddle, keep the hands wide, top of the bars. Chin up, eyes up, breathe. In, out. We are so nearly there. Coming into your last 4. We've got 3, 2, take those gears back down to 7 out of 10. Now, you're going to really, really struggle with this last one because we're already fatigued from those first 2 intervals. So this 9 out of 10 may even feel like a 10 out of 10 because we're tired. I don't want any more resistance than before. Exactly the same thing. So you've probably gone between the same resistance levels, the same gears each time. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Here we go. In, 4, 3, take it away. Last interval, then we are back into rhythm. So, don't lose the cadence. It's very easy for the legs to slow down. Don't sacrifice RPM for resistance. If you can't hold the RPM, take the resistance down. That is so important. RPM always comes first, last 8 counts. Elbows in, chin up. Suck in that core. 4 more. 3, 2, and take a seat. Drop that resistance down. Get a sip of water. Here we go. So, we have got 2 short rhythm tracks coming up now, because we got some meaty power after this. When you're ready, up and out the saddle with me, let's go. RPM 74. Resistance, intensity comes to a 6 out of 10. With rhythm, this is active recovery, flushing out the legs, keeping the heart rate up. Here we go. Now, find that leading leg, just like we did at the start. We're gonna do some press-ups. Press-ups, nothing to do with your upper body on a bike. This is not doing anything for upper body, I'll be honest. It's just a bit of fun, it's just a little distraction. It looks like this. We're gonna go for a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Let's go together. Drop. Eyes up, chin up. I am not looking for depth. No, no, no. Breathe in and out. In, out, in, and hold it there. Take a seat if you need. Find that leading leg. Alrighty. We're gonna move that 4 count. We're gonna chop it in half. There's mathematicians amongst you will have worked out that's a 2. So it will look like 1, 2. With a press up, can't stress how important that leading leg is. If your leg is on the beat, everything else will follow. If your leg's not on the beat, it's almost impossible to get that body in sync. So you might spend today just focusing on the leading leg. It's absolutely fine. You can rewind this and do it again if you want. 1, 2, like this. Let's try. 1, 2. Keep the hips back. 1, 2. And again. Breathe in, out, in. Not too low. Chin up, eyes up. Body weight back. In. Lovely. And hold it here. We're going to try a single count. It will look like. So what I want you to do is find your leading leg. Lead. Now, on that leg, just give me a little bit more. A little bit more until you're on the beat. If you're not on the beat with me, stop, find the leg, and then join back in. No pressure. You can take as much time to get this right as you need. Sometimes there's a lot of patience that goes into this. We've got 8 and 4. 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. That's really, really hard to get the hang of. But once you get the hang of it, you've got it. So, don't rush it. Go back and do it again if you want to. Or sometimes you need to let these things settle and then they suddenly flip overnight. We have got 2 minutes. We're going to go back into some jumps. I'm giving your legs a really nice rest here because our next power track is our hardest power track yet. Yes, Semester, I can't wait. 82 the cadence, 6 out of 10 effort. Great track. This time, we're up for 4, we're down for 4. Leading leg. 1, 1, have a little look. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop. We go together. In 3, 2, 1, and lift. What you might find is that your leading leg switches. You might switch halfway through the song. That is not a problem at all. It's really useful to try and come up and go down on the same leg. That really helps. Take a pause. Nice. So, what I want you to do this time, when you stand up, breathe out through your mouth. When you sit down, breathe in through your nose. We always breathe out on the effort. In 3, 2, 1. Lift it 1. Drop. Breathe out. Breathe in. Can you think the same leg goes up and down? What often happens is we lose the beat when we sit. So really focus on sitting and count 2, 3, 4. If you want to count along, it can really help. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 20 seconds. Good. Breathe out. Breathe in, chin up, eyes up. Keep the body weight back like you're being pulled back by a string. Out. In. We've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and take a seat. Okay, drop your resistance down. Take a sip of water. Sit up. Roll up the shoulders. We have just reached that halfway mark, and we are going to open up the second half of this class with something tough. Team, I want you to get your RPM to 85, and I want you to feel an easy 8 out of 10 intensity. So that means resistance up until you feel an easy 8 out of 10. We are going to accelerate to the beat of the song, which is 100 RPM. We're going to try this first one and see if we need to add on resistance. Take it away. So I want you to imagine you're on a hill and you're overtaking someone. If you can get higher than 100 RPM easily, please add on resistance. Hold it for me, we are nearly there. 4, 3, 2, slow the legs, leave the gear, the hill hasn't changed. Now, what's really, really important on an indoor bike is control of your cadence. You never need to ride higher than 100 RPM. Speed is not how fast your legs go. No, no, no. Speed is how fast you would be going if you were on a bike outside. It's a mixture of resistance and RPM. The winning sprint at the last Olympics is 95 RPM. We don't need to move our legs fast, we just need that combination of resistance and cadence. Let's go again. 100. Now this is going to push you towards 9 out of 10 on the intensity. I want you to pull the legs up, no leading leg, absolute control. Knees straight ahead, relax your jaw, drop your shoulders. 6 more, then we have a little rest. 4, 3, leave your resistance, drop your RPM, 85. This is hard. This is the hardest part, is hanging on to this RPM and not dropping the gear. You don't want to get overtaken. You've just overtaken someone. You want to hold that space. Ready? Take it away. Pull the legs, breathe through it. 9 out of 10, maybe even approaching 10 out of 10. If that resistance was super high. Keep breathing through it. Don't drop the RPM. Stay at that 100. We're going all the way to the end here. 10 seconds, then we recover. Pull up, hands wide. Breathe in through the mouth. 3, 2, and now you can drop that resistance. That is a really, really hard way to work. Programming there was very, very tough. When we change cadence and leave resistance, it's really hard. So, let's shake out the legs with a little bit of rhythm. Now, the cadence here is higher than the rhythm tracks we've done before out the saddle. So you may not find it as easy. I want you to find 75 on your RPM. 75, so it's slightly higher than what we've done before. And effort level, 6 out of 10. We've got a climb coming up after this, so don't get greedy with that resistance. Remember, when we do something hard, we have to have recovery so that we can work just as hard again. I just took you into what's known as your VO2 max zone. So we need to drop down so that we can rebuild We can restock the legs with oxygen is what we're doing. Letting the muscles recover, getting the lactic acid out. We're going to bring a little bit of movement here. So, we're going to come tall, like this, and ride. The opposite of a press up. We're going to go up for 4 and ride for 4. You might find that heart rate is only beginning to slightly drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ride. And up, and ride. Starting to feel a little bit less intense than we were before. Keep the hands wrapped around the bars. Have a look at my hand position. Make sure the hands aren't moving. That's much better for your wrists and also for your core. Core engages a lot more. Hold it here, breathe. We're gonna go one more time. Where's that leading leg? 3, 2, 1, take it up. And right. Up. Keep it moving. Breathing every rep. Up. And right. Up. Right. Up. Have we got a 2 count? 1, 2. 1, 2. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Take a seat. That's an advanced version of that move. So if you couldn't do it, please do not worry at all. Like I said, all this comes with practice. All right, my friends, let's do it. So, we are going to climb. I want you to know that at the end of this song, you have a full recovery track. So I want 10 out of 10 at the end. This is where I'm asking for that effort. But we're going to start at 7 out of 10. So first things first, we find the cadence. 66, 67. Resistance, 7 out of 10. 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock from here. That's not long. Short and intense. Hips back. I'm going to tell you when to add on resistance and how you should be feeling every step of the way. Resistance up, 7.5 out of 10 effort. What I want us to do is breathe. In for 2 pedals, out for 2 pedals, through the nose for now. Let's go. In, out, in, out. Now, I'm conserving my body weight for now. So we're not like this, it's here. Core super tight, push your body weight back. Getting ready to add on resistance to take us to 8 out of 10. In 4, 3, 2, take it away. This is your 8 out of 10. We've been here once before today. Your threshold zone, the lactic build-up, meaning the legs start to feel it. Still able to breathe through the nose. If you tried to sing happy birthday to me, it would be a struggle. You might get through it, but you would be very, very out of breath. At this intensity, it's hard to speak, even harder to sing. 5 seconds, then we are into our final minute. 4, 3, 2. All right, my friends. Now, I'm looking for 9 out of 10 on the effort. Resistance up. Getting harder to stay on the beat, but we never sacrifice that beat. So if you can't stay at minimum 67, then don't add on any more resistance. Here we go. This last 30 seconds is our 10 out of 10 effort. We ready? 4, 3, take it away. Now you can use that body weight. Drive the legs down. Pull the legs up. Check in with a beat. Are you still on it? Look at a monitor if you've got one. Are you still on that 67? Breathe through the mouth. Coming into our last 10 seconds. You've got recovery after this, so hold it for me. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Give yourself a massive high five. If you are doing this in a gym, I think people like to see other people high-fiving themselves. I certainly do. Team, roll the shoulders back. Take a deep inhale. So we have 2 minutes here where we are going to do some easy recovery. It's really important that you do this 2 minutes of easy recovery and you don't push any harder, because we are coming out of this into the last section of our class and we have a power sandwich. The best type of sandwich. Actually, what is the best type of sandwich? Bacon for sure. Some type of mature cheddar, a bit of lettuce, gherkins, maybe some mayonnaise. I'm hungry. I want to hear your best sandwich. Let me know what the best sandwich you have ever had in the comments. So, a little bit of time here to shake out the shoulders. Breathing in any RPM you want, but not over 100. Resistance nice and low. We're looking for 5 out of 10 max effort. Try and clear your mind a little bit. Have some water. Prepare yourself for the last section of the class. I hope you have all had a lovely day, or have got a great day ahead of you. I have been spending time with my 1-year-old who's just learned about tantrums. Today she had a tantrum because we wouldn't let her put a warm meatball down the back of the TV, which I can understand is incredibly unreasonable. So, team, you've got 40 seconds. I want you to spend the last half a minute here taking some deep breaths in. Maybe put your hand on your diaphragm, which is just here. Breathe in, feel it, exhale, breathe out. Good, lovely, coming back in. Okay, we have got a seated climb coming up. Now, seated climbs are harder than standing climbs because you do not have that body weight. So we are relying on our lungs a lot more than our legs. Team, good luck. You don't need luck. No, you don't. All right, here we go. 88, please, on the cadence. Hands wide. We must have a hand wide position here. Elbows in. So we're gonna do exactly what we did before that recovery track, but we're doing it sitting down rather than standing up. 7 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. This time we have 3 minutes on the clock. So set that resistance for me now. 7 out of 10. Straight away, breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. This is mentally quite challenging because we're literally just doing the same thing for 3 minutes. So if you want a distraction, try and do a really hard sum, like 481 times by 74. I'll be honest with you, I do not know the answer to that. My maths is terrible. Spelling, cannot get enough of spelling. I love spelling. Maths, I am awful. But if you know the answer, then let me know. All right, team, 2 minutes 30, resistance up, 7.5 out of 10. Pull those legs up. Sit back on your saddle. This is a really important time to make sure that your saddle is high enough. Saddle height is so important. The majority of us set up our saddles too low. You might have done that today, in which case, pause, reset the saddle and get back on. You need almost a totally straight leg because we want to have that bam. That power needs somewhere to go. If you can't straighten your leg, it's like walking around in a squat position for 45 minutes. If you've been on a rower, it's the same thing. Bam! We want that power outlet. Imagine punching someone. Bam! I said bam enough. All right, here we go. 1 minute 30, take it up. 8 out of 10 effort. Now, this last minute and a half is where it gets intense. You'll notice I will never ever take you to 10 out of 10. for longer than a minute. Physically, it's impossible. We can't be in our VO2 max zone for longer than that. So please remember, when I ask you for that 10 out of 10, it will only be for 30 seconds or a minute max. We're coming into our last 60 seconds. We have 30 seconds at 9 out of 10, 30 seconds at 10 out of 10. We ready? 4, 3, take it away. So, getting much harder now. This is where that pull power comes into its own. It's the hamstrings, it's the glutes that are doing the bulk of the work here. So, I want you to focus on those knees facing forward. Look down if you think your knees are coming in, slightly pushing out. Can we hit that 10 out of 10 for the last 28 seconds? So resistance up, you may not need resistance up. The duration of the song might have taken you to 10 out of 10, and that's fine. Just think you couldn't go any higher than the resistance that you're at now without losing the beat. That's your 10 out of 10. 10 seconds. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop that resistance. Have a sip of water. We have some more. We are very nearly at the end of the class. No, Melissa, I know. But you can always watch it again. And there'll be another one next week. All right, here we go. So I'm going to introduce you now to what I think is the hardest move to do, which is a tap back. So the first thing we're doing is finding the RPM, 77. Now we're finding that 6 out of 10 effort, light resistance. Leading leg is here. So this is where we tap the saddle. Really important that we have the leading leg. On that leg, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So imagine someone's put a buzzer on your seat. Tap, 2, 3, 4, tap. Elbows come in. Don't try and do a press up at the same time. You'll break in half. You won't. Tap, 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 pause. If you're struggling with that, very normal. What I want you to do is just focus on the leading leg. You might even be completely brand new to this, and you might be thinking, there's no way I can even stand up at that RPM. Again, totally normal, so just take a seat. We are all at different levels. We can all work to our own level, no pressure. Let's try it again. 1, 2. Tap, 2, 3, 4, tap. Tap. We're going to stick to this move. I want you to focus. 1, 2, 3, 4 on going straight back. Make sure you're not going like that. Always on the same plane. Never dipping. We don't need to. There's no point. 8 more, then you get a little pause. You might find that you're really out of breath from this one. It's a tough move. It's a high cadence. 4, 3, 2, hold, lead. Take a seat if you need. Not a problem. Okay. To stop you going to one side, when you dip, make sure you're not dropping your arm. So arm stays totally centered. It's just the hips that go back. Are we ready? Tap, tap. You can give the bars a little bit of a pull if you want at the top. Tap. So make sure it's not coming with you. Tap, and again. 8, 7, chin up, eyes up. Never looking down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat, my friends. Okay. So, we have got a minute and a half of really, really important recovery. After this, I'm going to ask you for full send. Right now, maximum 6 out of 10 effort. Probably even a 5. any cadence. I want you to flush out any lactic acid from those 2 tracks. I want you to roll the shoulders back. We're preparing for an almighty finish. So remember what I said earlier, when I asked you for 10 out of 10, I'm only going to do it rarely. We've only done it maximum 4 times today, and it's never going to be for longer than a minute. So this last song is where we give it everything we've got left. You might be knackered. It's been a tough class today. So this is why we really, really want to get that air in. We want to feed the legs with oxygen. Food for the legs. Now this last song, we're going to be out the saddle at 64 RPM. You might remember from earlier, that's a very low cadence. So in order to find 10 out of 10, we're going to need a high resistance. This RPM, out the saddle, is one where a lot of people underestimate themselves. I see it in my studio, people going, oh, I don't think I'm that strong. And they are normally stronger than they think. Because it's such a low RPM, people get used to being at certain resistances or certain gears and they go, oh, I don't want to try that one, I've never done that one before. Try it! What's the worst thing that can happen? You take one gear down, you take a tiny bit of resistance off. Don't underestimate yourself. If you try it and you do it, fantastic. If you try it and you don't do it, you'll do it in 2 weeks. I want you to stand up, take a deep breath in. When this next song starts, you have got 30 seconds to find the beat. And then we're going to add on that resistance and we're going to go all the way to the end. You've been doing some very, very tough programming in parts today. And this is the last 60 seconds. And what a tune. All right, so can you feel the RPM? Can you feel how low it is? That's it, we find that beat, 20 seconds. So this is the highest resistance you can hold out the saddle at 64 RPM for 60 seconds. When it starts, you're going to feel 9.5 out of 10. The duration will take you to 10 out of 10. Deep breath in, we go in 4, 3, 2, 1, take it up. Now, we've got to pace this. Our aim is to get to the end of the song without dropping resistance, without dropping cadence. So make sure the resistance that you picked, you can do for this whole minute. 40 seconds. Drive those legs down all the way. Pull up, keep the hips back. Everything we've done today, that core tight, jaw relaxed, elbows in. Breathing through the mouth, 10 out of 10. You want to sing happy birthday now? No chance at all. No one is having a happy birthday here. 20 seconds. Breathe through it. Keep the chin up. Don't look down. Keep the hips back. You've got 15 seconds. Look in, check in with the RPM. Are you on it? This is 10. Hold it. 8. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a seat. Take a deep breath. Just have a clap, a high five again, why not? Roll up the shoulders. What a class. I am sure you did brilliantly. That was a brilliant experience. I loved it. I had a great time. So, drop your RPM, drop your gears, just roll out the legs. First YouTube class, I had a ball and I cannot wait to do more of these. We're going to be doing a free class every single week. It's going to drop every Monday and it will always be free. So you can take me to the gym, or if you've got a bike at home, you can take me anywhere you want. So subscribe and then you'll know when the class drops. If you forget, write a little note in your diary. Monday, Melissa. Roll the shoulders back. I'm not going to stretch you right now. I want you to keep your legs moving. After this, you can hit play on the stretch video and I'm going to take you through some stretches. But it's really important we spend these next 2 minutes, it's now 30 seconds because I talk so much, just riding out the legs. Deep inhales, shoulders back. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a huge pleasure. You can come say hi to me on socials. Producer Chris will put them so you can see. I'm empowered on Instagram. Subscribe to us and we'll be here every single Monday. Thank you again. Take care of yourselves. See you very soon.